Hi, I'm Peter Carney from My Food Gardens. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to make nice soil out of a compost bin in only 2 months. Quite a challenge. Compost bins like this can often get pretty gooey. Have a look at this. Look at this larvae in there. All those crawly things. They're called soldier flies. And this is really wet in here. This is food scraps from our Christmas. It's about 3 weeks of food scraps, vegetable matter and some bones. So they're put in this bin with the lid on, nice and tight, so the animals can't get in. There's a hole in the bottom here that allows the life from underneath to get in. So this is really anaerobic here. It's actually quite wet. Even though whenever I put wet stuff in, we always put dry. It's quite anaerobic. So what I do here is use this bay. I accumulate the food scraps in here. Pretty easy, just chuck them in each day. And then when the bin is full, which usually takes us about a month, I tip the bin into here. This is an enclosure which is all wire and it's totally animal proof. And so we tie it up pretty tight. The animals can't get in. So I'm going to do it right now because this bin is full. Quite heavy. Come a bit close. So look at this. That is not very nice and it smells bad because it's quite wet. So this is spread out in this space here. And now I'm going to put dirt over the top of this, and it's important to put dirt over the top because it smells and you don't want the smell to attract the animals, and also the dirt helps with the process of making this turn into soil. So covering it over, quite an easy process. Okay, all covered over now. Thin layer of dirt. Now, this space here is where I put exactly the same bin full a month ago. And I'll show you what's here. So all this dry matter can go on the top of here. To cover it over, and here we have soil. Look at this beautiful compost. That is 1 month. There's a whole lot of compost here. There's about half a barrow load of compost, and all I did was put it there, covered it over, put some soil on it, covered it over, and let nature do its thing. And all those soldier flies that are in there are actually really good for compost because they do the job of breaking down the material. But the thing is that when they're in this bin and it gets too wet, they can't finish off the material. So when it goes into here and it's mixed with dirt and air can get in really easily, they can finish it off. So that's what's happened here. That's all finished off its beautiful soil. The whole process from start to finish is 2 months. So fill up the bin for 1 month, put that in there, so after a month, after 4 weeks, that will be nice compost. Really easy way to make compost. So some of the, I guess the tricky things in this is that the mixture there is quite moist, so it really needs to be moist. You've got to make sure that this area is animal proof. I mean, there's lots of air can get in here, so that's fine. Needs to be covered over. If you've got a lot of rain coming, you've got to have it well covered over. This space here is actually close to a tree, and there are tree roots here, so they do chew up a bit of the compost. So ideally it'd be better if it wasn't next to a big tree, but anyway, we still get plenty of compost this way. So this is one method of finishing off your yucky compost that just won't finish off. If you've got a space that you can make animal proof and you can dig a hole and put soil over it, it finishes off really quickly. So quite simple, and most gardeners that I encounter through my workshops and through working in this field for many years, they have lots of problems with compost finishing off in these sorts of bins. So I think this method is so simple to deal with your daily food waste. We teach other methods of composting in our workshops, but I wanted to share this neat method with you. So that's all on this compost bin method, and go to our website at myfoodgarden.com.au and you'll find a blog on this as well as this movie, and happy gardening.